I personally, I am not surprised because it appears that Jean Mensah's led Electoral Commission had in place thoughts that they were going to do a new voters register. You recall that during the referendum exercises and the limited voter registration exercise, when we had an IPAC meeting and we had some conclusions, the Electoral Commission clandestinely smuggled into the outcome of the deliberations that the political parties had agreed to a new voters register. It was obvious that there was no discussion of a new voters register, and yet they put it there in order to psych the people. Upon public protest, they themselves withdrew the comment that it was not discussed. Several months down the line, the Electoral Commission jumps into the fray to say that they want to do a new voters register. If you listen to the initial comment from the chairperson, she says that the 2016 voters register was not credible. She went ahead to say that it is bloated. And this has been corroborated by Dr. Bosman until the day before yesterday when the deputy responsible for operation, Sami Tete, granted interview to the newspapers and said that after going through the register, they have seen that it is credible and they will use. If you are going to do a new and a fresh voters register, you want to test that voters register, its efficacy and effectiveness before a major elections, knowing very well that general elections are always contentious. The Electoral Commission probably had all the time to have started the processes and tested the efficacy of the voters register in the just ended district assembly elections. The Electoral Commission failed to do so. The arguments that they are making by Codeo's report does not hold because they are claiming that the biometric registration machines or devices are in deplorable states that they are unable to function effectively, the reason for which they want to do a new register. If you listen to Codeo, Codeo says that about 98% of the equipment deployed functioned effectively and appropriately during this exercise. This goes to defeat the Electoral Commission's claim that it is because of the defective machines, the machine's inability to recognize people's fingerprints is the reason for which they are going to do this exercise. Now, if it has to do with the issue of bloated register, Senator, you are very much aware that in July, my old man passed away and we buried him. As we speak, we have not deleted his name from the voters register. I am sure that probably family of Atamils have not taken steps to delete his name from the voters register. I am sure that the family of Kofi Annan, that of Emesa Atta, and many more Ghanaians who passed away have not yet taken the deliberate step to go and get their names off the register. So it means as we speak, those who are still dying, I will also add to the bloating of the voters register. So if you compile a new voters register today, the issue of a bloated register cannot be fully resolved because people will die even on the day that they have gone to register their names, right? The other important thing that you must know is that consistently the voters register has been revised or a completely new register has been done every 10 years after the population census. 2020 in this August, we'll be doing the population census. The results of the population census will not be available until 2021. Okay? So why is the Electoral Commission in haste to go and do a new register when there is going to be a population census that will be the basis for which a new register is compiled? The issue of modern equipment and what have you. This morning, as we are speaking, some technology has come. By evening, another technology will come which is superior to the one that has been developed. Look at the phones we use every day. Today, they come up with iPhone this, they come up with Samsung this, they come up with Huawei this. The next day, when you think that you have the latest phone, a new one has been brought into the market. So therefore, technology will keep coming, and we will keep improving. We cannot be chasing after technology every second, particularly when you look at the excessive monetary aspect of this exercise, where that anytime there who will award contracts will certainly have something to take home. And that is why the Electoral Commission is eager to do something that they know they could do in 2021.
So as far as you're concerned, you agree with the opinion that we don't need the register. We don't need to compile a new register.
Codeo has just confirmed that the equipment worked 98% plus. They function without any trace of deficiency. The Electoral Commission said that the machines cannot recognize fingers. Codeo's assessment on the ground proves the contrary.
But
in any case, take note that it was this Electoral Commission during the limited registration that told us that they were not going to use the machines. Take the psyching of the mines, and that the machines could not recognize. Along the line, they decided that they were now going to use this equipment. They used the equipment. They deprived a number of Ghanaians the opportunity to be on the register. Take note. And yet, those equipment were used. They did not suffer the kind of problems that the Electoral Commission said they were going to suffer. You have been able to refurbish the machine, put them in tune for us to be able to use even for a very important exercise of the district assembly elections. So why can't you put them in shape so that we can use them for the 2020 elections? Then after the population census, there will be justification to probably do an entirely new register. After the population census, will the Electoral Commission go ahead with another new register? Would new technology have come in place? If new technology would have been available, will the Electoral Commission discontinue the technology that they have acquired? Because then it would have become obsolete also.
But I was wondering, using the district level elections, can we really do that? Because you are looking at an election with a turnout of around 30%. That really cannot be a test, can it?
Well, you are assuming that it is 30%, actually. I doubt that it's even 20%. I doubt.
And that even makes my point a bit stronger, that can we use that to test, really?
But the machines worked. Did they fail?
No, but not with the same pressure that will come with the 2020 elections.
Even with the district assembly elections, was the Electoral Commission not found wanting in instances? Some of the elections are taking place yesterday and today. You are aware. Yeah. Some of them have been postponed. Reason is that ballot papers were misprinted. The Electoral Commission could not monitor basic printing of ballot. So it means that Jean Mensah and her team are not efficient at their job. And now they want to even compound the problem with starting a whole new process. And look at the time factor. Look at all the complexities and look at the monetary factors. So at the end of the day, we will not have any opportunity to have tried the voters register before using it in 2020 elections. So if there is any confusion, Jean Mensah would have been the one who have plunged this nation into chaotic situations.
So the timing is even questionable. But I know the political parties have been, at least some of you, have been raising this issue at IPAC level for a long time, because you even refer to the history of it after that IPAC meeting. Do you get the sense that the EC is ready to listen to anybody holding an opinion contrary to what they have decided to do?
Particularly that they can come with the policemen at the Electoral Commission to begin to frisk us and to begin to deny us even our bags into the Electoral Commission, and that they choose what they want to carry out. We are skeptical that this Electoral Commission is ready for consensus building in order to enhance the efficacy of our democracy and our electoral processes.
And what about IPAC? Is IPAC just... does it look like this particular commission actually attaches any form of value to IPAC?
Well, the same Jean Mensah that was a head of a civil society organization who was championing for even legalization of IPAC and its decisions on the Electoral Commission, because he felt that IPAC decisions must be binding, has the opportunity today to lead the Electoral Commission. And her behavior is contrary to the opinions that she held before she came to become the head of the Electoral Commission. It is disappointing.
Finally, for the PNC as a political party, what can you do? What other avenues are available to you if Madam Jean Mensah and the Electoral Commission decide to go ahead with the voters register? Do you just take what the decision as incontestable?
Well, to be honest with you, the party is yet to sit even at the National Executive Committee level. And so we will meet at the National Executive Committee, hopefully before the Yuletide, and then we will be able to take a firm decision on happenings of the Electoral Commission and the clear attempt to plunge this nation into some calamity. We think that we deserve peace, we deserve serenity, and we don't deserve the kind of stone-headedness that is being introduced in the work of the Electoral Commission.